But I was until now I'm totally.
Well, there were a couple people watching him, so I was.
That was a
Your
last minute.
brother-in-law or whatever had to really jump like a 1 minute.
Well, I guess
and a half.
I guess I saw him after he jumped. So.
Wow,
That was pretty. Yeah.
that was shocking, because he actually really like turned around before he fell, kind of thing.
Yeah. Backwards down those stairs. It's like
Not very funny.
it was a nice catch.
Yeah.
I'm usually not the relaxed one, and it's like, oh, he's fine, and he's gonna kill himself.
Right.
I don't know, he's getting more stable.
Yeah, our friend's kid is 1 year and a half actually. No more. Yeah, and a half exactly. He's born on Christmas Eve. Doesn't talk. Like some words.
Well, Owen didn't talk until 6 months ago, so yeah.
It takes time for the first kid. Usually the second kid learns language earlier.
Yeah, but the talking's really new. Like, it was like during the winter term that I came down to breakfast one day, and I you just talk to him, not expecting a response, and I said, like, what do you want for breakfast? And I got a response, and I was like, what the hell was that?
Awesome.
I think it's interesting when a child gets to the age where their body of knowledge surpasses mine on a certain topic. Like, it's pretty impressive. You know what I mean? Like Jared's kid is like 4. And he knows more about dinosaurs than I do. I'll admit that, It's like, no, this is Pleistocene. It's like, really? You know that? He just has like this charts that he's memorized basically, right? Like, I think this is from the Jurassic period. He knows the fucking pretty impressive.
I need that though, I think there's a time at which you can be obsessed with stuff like that. I really need to be obsessed with something now. Like, I kind of wish I was doing a PhD like 20 years ago.
No, if you're gonna be obsessed with something, we were talking about this earlier today. If you're gonna be obsessed with something, it has to be something creative, something where you produce something. If it's just about consuming things, it's not cool.
Like Thrones or Games of Thrones.
Totally, it's not cool. That's like absolutely not cool. Like,
It's just such a nerd, man.
I'll say it to you guys because I don't care if you guys think I'm cool or not. Or
I don't know, like,
I'm comfortable in your impression of me already, right?
watching Victorian Pharmacy and Victorian Farm, these people are obsessed.
Yeah, but they're producing
They
something.
are, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, we had to figure out a way to do that.
That's why I'm going to begin making jade jewelry.
And I'm going to start producing...
Just making it for the money, not for the obsession.
Jokes. Yeah, that's an example of producing something that might not be that cool, actually. I don't know. But I think when you can express yourself creatively in a way and be obsessed with that, it's usually pretty cool, I think.
Yeah. But I mean, the dinosaur kid can't produce dinosaurs, but he's obsessed with it.
Yeah, but he's also so young, you know what I mean?
Well,
we have a different measure of cool for kids than we do for adults, you know?
I don't know. It's like someone who's really good at something. It's really just because they're obsessed with it and they're really into it.
But if you knew everything there was to know about, films or something like that, it would be interesting for conversation. You'd probably recommend a lot of good films, but to talk incessantly about it, it would not be that cool, really.
But how did you use that knowledge? Like, were you obsessed with films and then you, I don't know, took a journalism degree because you wanted to be a film critic, and then you worked your way, doing film stuff all the time, you got yourself some kind of a job, and you said, hey, I know a lot about films, and they're like, okay, well, let's do the film stuff. Like, it's all about how you use your obsession. If you're just the guy who always talks about films, blah, 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 then no.
Yeah.
He's boring, and he's great for, conversation, but wow, I really...
But film critic, is that really the best we can do with that? Like, film critic seems to me to be kind of a pretentious kind of thing a little bit,
Yes and no. They all... Every even local radio stations, their film The Drive Home show on CBC, they'll have the guy who comes in every week and talks about films.
But I find, obviously people who I respect and give me like good films, I generally enjoy them. You know what I mean? Like they're good recommendations. It's like that with everything in life. Someone recommends a restaurant to you, then you go there. It's usually better than if you just like cold called at a restaurant.
Well,
But
yeah, but I mean, I was listening to, I think it was on Ideas the other week. The guy who's a McGill prof, neuroscientist. He wrote
got a real head on his shoulders.
No, Leviton. He wrote Your Brain on the